back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's the Steelers. Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's the Steelers with possession as we jump back into the action in the third quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On the ground, it's Chubb. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
45-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield. Evans has it left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mayfield now from the 50. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Brings up third and
the Browns on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
So what with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Browns send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd down.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%. 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand-new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter, getting down to the good stuff. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now they try the right side here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll set up to throw. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
A 4-yard gain. Brings up
on 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
A 24-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
Browns 17.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 21.
He'll look to throw right away.
Now Mayfield lost the football.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. DeForest Buckner. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 3rd and long for Mayfield. DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. He gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 7 yards there and a first down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Over the middle to Evans. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines. But then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd down.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about a yard and a half. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their play sheet. I have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
The first throw in overtime for Mayfield now. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
they go with Chubb on 2nd down. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of a yard.
On 3rd and short, this is Janovich. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Offense. Man, this is ridiculous, man.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Working out of the gun, Mayfield, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 4th down. That catch in his career is number 662, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah, who was a wide receiver at Alabama before he transitioned in the NFL. And we're seeing similar attributes here because the ability to play inside, outside, flex out, he can catch it from any position and turn it into a big play.
Now he's got his eyes on 700. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete, Okuegbunam. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st down, Steelers.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 29. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
A 36-yard attempt.
And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance out field goals from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Pittsburgh, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now.